Hello everyone, hope you are all doing well. You are all safe wherever you are, on board or at home. Thank you so much for watching my videos. This video we will be doing something called the safe manning document. We will learn about safe manning document, what it is, what is it about, why is it important, what is the requirement, all those things we will see. Safe manning document, how is the ship manned, how it is decided that the ship should have so many people. That you might have seen there are some ships having 4 people, 40 people, some ships having 20 people, some ships having 30 people. How do they decide this? So that's what we are going to look in this today's video. Please do share this video if you like it, and please do comment how did you like this video and any other topics you want to watch from our side. Please let us know in the comments. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Hello everyone, let's start the video. As I mentioned earlier, I'll be discussing the safe manning document in this video. Okay, safe manning document is a certificate which is issued by the flag state of the vessel to the vessel, which is very, very specific to that vessel. It is not commonly for all vessels it is given. It is specifically to a single vessel it's given. Okay, it mentions basically if I have to give you an overall picture of what the document will be, is basically it gives the number of people who should be there on board to be considered safe for navigation from point A to point B. Okay, that's it. So the number of people who should be manning the vessel, minimum number of people who should be manning the vessel. Okay, if it can be more, but it cannot be less. So that's it. So let's go point by point. I'll explain. Safe manning document. What is it? As I mentioned, it is a certificate. Okay, it is given to the vessel from the flag state. Okay, flag of the vessel. For example, we are going to see a Liberian flag vessel. So for a Liberian flag vessel, the Liberian flag will be issuing the safe manning document. Okay, why is it required? First, it is unsafe to have a ship which is not manned properly. That is one basic reason. Second reason, it is required as per the SOLAS convention. Okay, the SOLAS convention says every vessel should have a safe manning document, and it should be present on the ship, and it should mention the number of seafarers which has to be carried by the ship. That is minimum number of seafarers. Okay. It is also required for some kind of a regulation of the seafarers required on board. There can be a mix. For example, the owner might feel the 3 oilers are not required. Maybe 2 oilers will be sufficient. But the flag feels the general for the size and the type, it should be 3. So then there is a conflict, of number of seafarers on various kinds of ships on the same flag, but the same type, but the manning is different. So we should have some kind of a standardization. That is also a reason why there should be a safe manning document, so that the number of seafarers on board is standard. And if you see, if you would have observed, or if you have seen your safe manning document sometime in the past, it will always be less than the actual number of seafarers on board. Okay, so it is not that the owners operate the vessel only under this with the safe manning. It is always based on various requirements, various operational reasons, work and rest hours. There should not be so many people, very less people doing so many jobs. The chances of error becomes very high. So it is always kept more than the number of seafarers as per the safe manning document. Okay, what does it have? It has a lot of details. For example, if we start with the vessel details, we'll be covering this in detail in the next slide, where we'll be actually going through a safe manning document. Okay, vessel details will be there. What are the vessel particulars? Major particulars will be given. Vessel trading area, where is the vessel going to trade? It's going to be international or a specific area it's going to trade. Whether the ship is unattended or manned, again this will also be mentioned, where the machinery space is unattended. That is, unattended machinery space is basically after the normal working day, the engine room is closed and the machinery is still running. Obviously, the machinery space is closed and the alarm is set to remote, and there will be an engineer who will be on watch from his cabin. The alarm will ring in his cabin, anything untoward in the engine room. Okay, so that is unattended machinery space. So why this is necessary? If the machinery is unattended, then it is possible that the owner could reduce 1 or 2 ranks on the engine machinery side if the machinery is unattended. If the machinery is manned, and then they should have more seafarers on board. Again, this is only for the sailing period. When at port, it is always, the engine room is always manned, because there is a lot of operations happening in the port. Hence, the engine room is always manned in the port. And you have a table of seafarers, having giving the number of seafarers required, the rank, and the regulation under which their certificate of competency is issued. Okay, there is a table of different ranks and how many seafarers are required on that rank, and what is the certification required for that rank. Okay, and finally, any special conditions, number of GMDSS officers, or there can be some details on cook should have or not, or you can also have like I mentioned, unattended machinery space. If there is an unattended machinery space, how many seafarers should be there? If the machinery space is manned, then how many seafarers should be there? All these details will be mentioned also in the safe manning documents in the notes. Okay, and with regards to what is the relevance? Okay, we are discussing safe manning document. When does it actually come into play? When we actually see this, as I just mentioned, it is always mostly possible that the ship's crew are always more than the safe manning document. Then why is it actually required for a normal day-to-day operation? Is it required? Yes, it is required when you are applying for a dispensation. Why will you apply for a dispensation? Because it is possible that sometime there is a designated rank which is signed off without a reliever. Why we are signed off without a reliever? In case of emergency. Okay, in case of emergency, if you are signing off anybody, you should always refer to the safe manning document and see whether he is part of the safe manning. For example, if it might not be needed that always, because as I mentioned, there are more people, so it is not always required that we need to apply for a dispensation from the flag state, but sometimes it might be required. For example, I will tell you where it might not be required. As per the safe manning, you have oilers, 3 oilers are required as per the safe manning. Okay, and junior engineer watchkeepers is 1. Okay, that is the requirement. I am just giving a hypothetical situation where for a ship, the junior engineer officer, that is 3rd engineer or 4th engineer, there is only requirement of 1, and there are oilers where there are requirement of 3. Okay, now 1 oiler has to be signed off on medical grounds. Okay, you are on a port where you cannot connect with reliever, so you need to sail without that additional oiler, the 3rd oiler, till the next port. Okay, so what becomes is the number of oilers is now only 2, but the safe manning says 3. So it is still complying to the safe manning document. Why? Because in the engine side, engineer officers, you have 2, where the requirement is only 1. So if you have a senior certificate to what is required, then that person can be considered meeting the safe manning requirement. Okay, in this case, the 4th engineer can be substituted in place of the oiler in the safe manning document. Hence, the vessel is still under safe manning, and you need not apply for a dispensation from the flag state. In case there is only one engineer and we have to sign off the oiler, then we have to apply for a dispensation from the flag state. You will have to give all the details. It is not that simple that you ask for a dispensation, they will give. It is given only for a specific period, and it will be given. They will be asking which port are you going, where will you do the crew change, all this information. There is an application form which needs to be filled up and sent to the flag state for them to give the dispensation. They will ask for proof, what is the thing, if it is medical grounds, what is the medical report, if there is some emergency at home, there is some communication with the master or the vessel, you can show. All those things are required before the dispensation is issued, and before the dispensation expires, you need to connect a seafarer on board. That is very, very important. Okay. So now let's go to the next slide, where I will show you actual safe manning document, and then we will try to understand it better. Okay, so let's this is the safe manning document. I'll just zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, this is the safe manning document where you can see, and you have Republic of Liberia. So this is issued by the flag of Liberia to a tanker vessel, because here you can see the tanker vessel is mentioned here. Okay, you can see the vessel name is mentioned as oil tanker. Okay, and you also have the vessel's name here. Vessel name you can see. Then you can see the port of registry, that is Liberia. Then you can see the official number. Then you can see the GT. You can see the IMO number, and you can see the kilowatt. Okay, gross tons, we have discussed this also elaborately in another video. All the tonnages of the vessels, please go through that video if you want to know more about gross tons and the other tonnages. Okay. Then it is also mentioned that it is periodically unattended machinery space. That what does this mean? This means that the machinery space is not always manned. While sailing at port, it is always manned, and on sailing, what happens is, after the normal working day, the engine room is closed and the alarm is set to remote. You get remote alarms in the engineers cabins, so that if any alarms or anything coming, then you get an alarm in the engineers cabins. Okay, so that is the unattended machinery space. After that, you have the, again before that, this is required as per which convention? This is chapter 5, regulation 14.2 of International Convention for Safety of Life at Sea. Okay, this is the convention, that is SOLAS convention, which says that we need to have a safe manning document, and it should be present on the ship. Okay. So now if you see, we come to the table here. You have a big table which is mentioned. This table is will be there for all vessels. That is what is the grade, what is the rank, what is the SCW regulation, how many seafarers are required. Okay, this is number 1 is the number of seafarers required, and number of seafarers here required navigational watch officers is 2. Okay, so 2 bar 2, 2 bar 2, 2 bar 1. This is the requirement of exams or the COC which is required, in what regulation. Able seamen, it is 2 bar 4. Ordinary seamen is also 2 bar 4. Okay, some safe manning you can see it is 2 bar 5 and it is 2 bar 4. Ordinary seamen is 2 bar 4 and able seamen is 2 bar 5. Similarly for the engine side, okay, 3 bar 2. 3 bar 2 is for the chief engineer, second engineer, and 3 bar 1. There is no requirement of engine watch officers. You can see there is 0 engine officers. So that means for a gross tonnage of vessel, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have just put an example. Around if you assume it is a 50,000 gross ton vessel, so it will be around, it's basically an Aframax size of a vessel, and they are telling that it's required only chief engineer and second engineer required. Okay, one oiler, motorman, and engine rating. You can see the stars. The stars again. It means that they are looking at unattended machinery space. That is why this notation is given. Okay, going down, if you see route permitted, watch keeping arrangement shall be description master, but this is the watch keeping. You have to follow the watch keeping rating, watch keeping requirement. That's what it's mentioned. Okay, route permitted, if you see, it is unrestricted international voyage. That means it can trade worldwide. The ship can trade worldwide. Okay, that is what is mentioned here. And notes, all officers, license, grad listed, blah blah blah. The important thing is GMDSS. As a minimum, there should be at least one GMDSS first, second class order, or at least 2 deck officers holding GMDSS operator certificates. Okay, so that means all the deck officers need not have. Only if you have 2 deck officers with the GMDSS, that suffices the requirement. The able seaman 2/4 and ordinary seaman 2/4 may be replaced with able seafarer deck 2/5. So he is telling if it is there 2/4, but you can place 2/5 also. Similarly, 3/4 can be replaced by 3/5 also. Okay. Oilers shall have a record of less than 1 year in engine department of a vessel. So again, with machinery average power not less than. So they are telling 3000 kilowatts. The oilers should have an experience more than this. And see, these are all the basic thing. You will have, obviously you cannot run the chief engineer, second engineer. You will have a third engineer. You will have a fourth engineer. Okay, and you will have electrician. All those people will be there. It is required for the operation purpose. If all ratings are qualified general, both AB and oiler, total number of ratings carried may be reduced by 1. If all the ratings are qualified as general purpose and certificate both AB and oiler, that means if you have all people having both deck COP and oil COP, like 2/5 and 3/5, both are the seafarer holds both these licenses, then there can be one person who can reduce. But nowadays it is not. It is mostly, it's all either deck or engine. This dual certification is not very popular in the ratings, so it actually doesn't apply anywhere. But in case somewhere it is applying, then it will be okay. Okay. Then you have finally the date of issuance and the signature of the person who is in charge. Okay. So this is what it is. You can see this is the minimum safe manning document. Okay. That's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am sure it has given you a lot of information and insight on what is safe manning document, what is the requirements, why is it required, what is its role in day-to-day ship operations, how can we sign off a crew, how can we sign off a crew without reliever, where it is considered, even though it is less than safe manning, still we need not apply for the dispensation. What are these requirements? All these things we have learnt in this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you will share this with others, your colleagues and friends. They will also be gaining as you have done today. And these are our websites. This is www.maritimeplatform.com, where you are seeing this video. You can also share your own videos in this platform. You can just log in, and there will be an email verification. If verification is done, you can also start uploading similar content if you have, or any other content. You can go through the website and see what kind of YouTube creator you are. You can create the same videos here as well and post it here as well. Okay, Seafarers Clan is a website for question and answer. You can ask any questions and the industry experts will reply to the question with regards to maritime industry. Seafarers blog, we continuously update this blog site, and we have written quite a number of blogs there, so you can go through and visit. Shipshorejob.com/careers is again a website where for the shore jobs. Okay, shore jobs in the maritime industry. If you can go to the website, you can go to the link and then see any suitable jobs, or if you are looking for a sure job in the maritime industry, you can always go through the website there. And also we have the below social media handles. You can go follow us there, and we put update contents there as well. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Take care. Follow COVID appropriate behavior. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.